For the past few days, the Binance FUD has been spreading around like wildfire across Twitter, and there has been more FUD released by this CoinDesk article just around half an hour ago in Malaysia time. Binance founder CZ insists we can trust his crypto exchange, but can we? After the arrest of FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried, some users fear that the exchange behemoth Binance will be the next crypto domino to fall. And of course, this FUD will actually be the catalyst of another crypto downfall. I say catalyst because a lot of the people like to spread FUD around, and they are the ones that are going to crash the crypto market. But we're going to break down one by one on this article right here regarding Binance. Okay, so number one, I am not a Binance supporter. I said it in my previous video, and I'm going to say it right now. I use Bybit because Binance is not legal in Malaysia, so I can't use Binance. So I'm not a supporter, but I'm not a hater. So we're going to break this down and focus on the negatives and the FUD around Binance. Number one, a collapse of Binance would be apocalyptic. It is the largest exchange in the world, holding more than $60 billion worth of crypto reserves in their wallets. So if they are indeed facing liquidity issues or anything, the crypto market will be going down and it will take years to recover. Alright? So recent events have drawn attention to the fact that Binance, which exists beyond the scope of regulators and track customer holdings on its own servers rather than on public blockchains, asks for a tremendous amount of trust from its users in order to operate. This is the first shady, FUD. You can call it a FUD. Like, it's so weird. Binance, like FTX, operates in a sort of regulatory gray area. Today, Binance deliberately obfuscates where it is headquartered. So Binance claim that they don't have a headquarter, like Bitcoin, which is, okay, sure. Coinbase, Kraken, Binance US, and other jurisdiction-specific Binance platforms make routine accounting disclosures and face strict oversight from regulators. The main Binance platform, however, is not subject to the same regulatory scrutiny as its peers. As such, it offers relatively low fees along with products that it would be unable to run in the US and many other countries. So Binance, because it is not under the US jurisdiction, the main Binance platform, it is able to provide low fees and low trading products for a lot of the people. And that turns out a lot of the people mistake this and turn it into the reason why Binance got so big, because it's trying to attract customers with its low fees and then like rug pull them, or do something like what Alameda did, commingling funds, trading their funds, and that is the reason why people find this a little bit shady. Fears of a Binance insolvency reached a fever pitch over the weekend after a much-derided proof of reserves report from the exchange failed to convince onlookers that it was fully collateralizing assets behind the scenes, with investors pulling nearly $1 billion from the exchange in a period of just 24 hours over the weekend. So over 8 billion withdrawals have happened in Binance. But the thing is, now there has been no halts of withdrawals. Alright, people are coming into Binance, people are leaving Binance, but the main thing is it's still operating smoothly without any hiccups. So I don't see why the FUD matters now. Maybe. A US Department of Justice investigation into Binance is also one of the reasons why a lot of people are pulling their money out of Binance. Alright, so the USDC pause. Binance saw another $2 billion in net withdrawals from its platform. The outflows were large enough to force Binance to temporarily pause withdrawals of USDC, the second largest stablecoin, and it is vital to the crypto financial markets. Binance said it needed to pause USDC withdrawals in order to facilitate a token swap of USDC stablecoins for its own BUSD stablecoins, a sort of practical measure necessary to loosen up liquidity for further withdrawals. So as you guys know, Binance at one point in time actually swap USDC for their own native stablecoins. Okay, so maybe Binance found that USDC is not fully backed or something. I don't know. Okay, But they say right here is a sort of practical measure necessary to loosen up liquidity for further withdrawals. Alright, some users saw the pause as yet another signal that Binance might not be fully collateralizing user assets behind the scenes. Like I said, Binance processed over 8 billion withdrawals in 24 hours, and yet it is still operating normally, unlike FTX, which has its downfall, paused withdrawals, but then we found out it is not fully backed. Binance's explanation for why it paused USDC withdrawals is plausible on its face. Binance Link blockchain wallet shows that the exchange had at least 60 billion in on-chain reserves, more than enough liquidity to handle customer withdrawals demands, and vastly more than FTX has had. So I'm not going to go into this one because I don't want people to say that, oh, you do this because you support Binance, you're just a CZ shoelicker, that's why. Okay, like you guys see it on this video right here, I highlighted all the FUD and all the negativity around Binance. So if you guys don't trust Binance, it's up to you. You guys trust them, it's up to you. But I suggest don't trust any crypto exchanges. Even if it's the largest exchange in the world, withdraw your crypto, put it in a cold wallet, and not your keys, not your crypto. So Binance processes close to 8 billion in daily withdrawals. CZ says it wasn't even a top 5. It processed even more withdrawals before. Okay, data from CryptoQuant shows that the withdrawals reached almost a whopping 8 billion on December 13th. You can see, it's not amazing. This is just, it's still amazing that $8 billion in withdrawals and Binance is still operating smoothly and without any, setbacks, which is kind of insane to me. CZ took to Twitter to assure that Binance clients are no longer withdrawing their funds en masse. He also stated that the outgoing transactions were not even among the top 5 in the platform's history, processing more during the Terra crash and the demise of FTX. Alright, the CEO suggested that centralized exchanges should carry out stress test withdrawals from time to time so users could be aware of the company's competence. He believes Binance's stress test resulted from a FUD that escalated among crypto participants. Now this is just a chat move. What a boss this dude is, okay? I may not trust Binance, I may not trust crypto exchanges, but you have to admit CZ is a boss, okay? He treated this $8 billion worth of withdrawals as a stress test. Do you know how much confidence and how much trust you have in your own operation to have this kind of statement, which is insane. So if you guys don't trust them or trust him, I feel like he is gonna prove everyone wrong. But I still don't trust Binance, but I don't trust any exchanges. Alright, so this is the Binance portfolio right here. It has 25% of its portfolio filled with their own native stablecoin, USDT, their third largest holding, and fourth being Bitcoin, and their own BNB tokens, and Ethereum as its fifth. So I don't see much of an issue here except for the first two, so that might signal a huge deal, because USDT is still under a lot of doubt that it's not fully backed, okay, and BUSD as well. People question that they're pegged to the dollar. Is it backed by cash, assets, or is it just filled with commercial papers, or is it just printed out of thin air? So a lot of questions still surround Binance, but to conclude this video, I'm gonna say this right here. The FTX collapse happened, but then people turned their attention to Binance, which is weird to me. So being the champion in the space is not good for everyone and the parties themselves, because people will just target you anyways, which is kind of weird to me that the FTX collapse doesn't make people do better. Instead, they just turn on to the next largest exchange and say that, hey, I don't trust you, we're gonna go after you, which is weird to me. Okay, so I feel like Binance is gonna do what Binance does, CZ is gonna do his thing, we're gonna do our thing, but we should add one more extra step, is to once you buy stable coins, buy the crypto immediately and put it in your crypto wallet. Okay, withdraw from exchanges, don't trust any other exchanges. If it's not your crypto, it is not your crypto. It is as simple as that, guys. Okay, so what do you guys think of the Binance FUD? Apparently I have no idea what's gonna happen next. Maybe 2 hours later Binance is facing liquidity crunch. You never know, but it still has $60 billion worth of reserve in their reserve. So I'm pretty sure their assets are over collateralized. They are able to pay back customer loans and funds, so I don't see any big time issue in the short term, but we'll never know. It's the crypto space. Everything just happens in a whim. No one knows what's gonna happen next. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.